No one likes the thought of going to jail, no matter the strength of your mind. You don't want the thought of going to jail to even linger in your mind, much less to be a reality. My people, welcome again to another video. It's your boy Spiritual Child, and I'm here today with a very hot topic as usual. The topic is court case, legal dealings. Now my people, court case, legal dealings, the law is a very hot topic because from back then until now, people have been in trouble with the law, and as such, people have been trying to elude the court system, to elude the justice system, and as such gain favor in any way possible. And one of the ways that was possible and is still possible now is the use of obeah and witchcraft. Obeah and witchcraft in the court system was introduced by the slaves back then when they were in slavery and enslaved by the slave masters. The slave masters were in fear of their life because of the use of obeah and witchcraft by the slaves. The slaves used to elude the justice system and gain victory over the slave masters by the use of obeah and witchcraft. Back in the days in the courthouse, the use of padlocks on frog mouth, the use of oils, limes, lemons, sticks, I John the Conqueror sticks and oil, pictures, pins, papers, parchment papers, the use of bringing your clothes to a witch doctor and let it stay on the grave for a certain amount of time before you wear it to the courthouse was very prominent back in the days. Nowadays, those old craft have been faded out by the use of strong spirits, mind games, and tricks. Nowadays, courthouse cases as it regards to obeah is very technical and very expensive, and as such, this is the reason why most witchcraft or witch doctors shy away from court cases, because it is very technical, time consuming, and very spiritual and energy draining, because the witch doctor has to familiarize himself with the court case, he has to familiarize himself with the judge, he has to familiarize himself with the opponent of the client, and as such he has to familiarize himself with the entire court proceeding in order to gain a favorable victim for the in order to gain a favorable victory rather for the client. Courthouse case today as it regards to obeah use involves the use of demons, spirits, graveyard spirits, earthbound, heavenly bound, to drive fear, favor, quietness, and stuff like this to gain the required or the desired results for the client. So fear, anxiety, stress, depression is the main target or the main device used by the witch doctor to gain the victory for the client. So in other words, if I can drive fear into the judge, if I can drive fear into the police, if I can drive fear into the investigating officer, if I can drive fear and illusion into the client's opponent, if I can drive fear into the prosecutor, if I can drive fear into the court case and the proceedings spiritually, then there's a chance or a possibility that my client will will come out victorious, because fear bring forth a lot of feelings. Fear bring forth a lot of changes in the mind, and of the fear that is influenced by the spirits, the demons present with the client or in the courthouse, is very powerful and strong. The intention behind it is not just to drive the fear into the required person, but to influence that person to favor the client, to influence that person to be on the client's side at all times, to influence that person to keep their mouth shut, to influence that person to keep their eyes off the client, to influence that judge to tone down his or her voice, to influence that judge to talk in the favor of the client. So there's a lot of technical spiritual dealings that involves the use of obeah in the courthouse. And as I mentioned back in the days, a lot of persons used to use frog with padlock. So what used to happen was, persons used to be in the courthouse and you just see a frog with a padlock run inside there, or you would see a mongoose run inside there, or you would see a fowl run inside there, or you'd see a snake run inside there, or you'd see a lizard run inside there, or you'd see a fly run inside the courthouse. That was back in the days. Nowadays, things are more advanced and technical, and the use of spirits, demons, or angels come to life in the present moment and even in the future, because people will stop use old days stuff are being faded out right now. But court proceedings are all based upon the use of spirits to drive fear, favor, good luck, and prosperity, therefore bringing the victory for the clients over the opponents. So if it is possible to drive fear, favor, and good luck into the persons who are trying to find the client guilty, then the client can come out victorious and win in the court case over the opponent. So basically, a court case as it regards to obeah is intimidation. Spiritually, it is intimidation and frustration. So if you can frustrate the persons who are within the courthouse trying to find the client guilty, then the possibility of them giving a negative verdict for the client is less. The client will now become victorious as is required. Court cases are very time consuming, even for the best spellcaster. It takes a lot of energy, and that's why it's very expensive. But it's not too hard and it's not too difficult. But it's time consuming, it's very costly, and it's very technical. So this is just a small chit chat on the use of obeah in the courthouse. And as I mentioned before, that I will not get too technical because this is a very delicate topic and it involves a lot of persons including the law. So I have to watch what I say and watch the things that I put out in the public. So this is it for now. It's your boy Spiritual Child, and I'll see you in another video.